Lily Scott and Don, 22-year-old Xavier Tate is now off the street and in law enforcement custody. He was found early this evening, we're told, hiding in what's believed to be a relative's home in Glendale Heights, as you just heard. Now, Tate was taken into custody by Chicago police and the U.S. Marshals. Police sources telling Fox 32 they've received numerous tips over the last few days of Tate's whereabouts after a $100,000 cash reward was announced by the FBI, Crime Stoppers, the ATF, and the Chicago Police Memorial Foundation. Chicago police officer 30-year-old LUIS HUESCA was laid to rest on Monday following a mass and funeral at St. Rita's Church. Hundreds were in attendance. Now, the 6-year veteran was shot April 21st outside his Gage Park home nearly 20 times, still dressed in his CPD uniform. His personal vehicle was stolen and later recovered. Initially, police said his service weapon and badge were missing as well. Police Superintendent Larry Snelling announced Monday that Huesca's gun had since been located. Now, Tate's cousin, Cassius Tate, was in court just yesterday after prosecutors said he tried to dispose of Huesca's weapon in the city's Morgan Park neighborhood. Now, we do know that an arrest warrant was issued for first-degree murder charges last week, naming Xavier Tate in Officer Huesca's death. Officer Huesca's family has previously said they will not rest until Tate is captured. We should hear more from Chicago police by tomorrow morning or late afternoon on the latest developments in this case. But again, into our newsroom within the last hour, this suspect has been taken into custody in the murder of Officer LUIS HUESCA. Of course, we'll continue to follow the story and bring you more updates on air and online. We're live outside CPD headquarters. Nate Rogers, Fox 32, Chicago.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? As I can see in that video, it's definitely unfortunate, man. It's definitely unfortunate. A cop lost his life behind the hands of a young black man. The kid name was Xavier Tate. This is bad, man. Let's say if a white cop had killed the black cop. No, I'm bugging out right now. My bad. A white cop has killed a black man. The mainstream media would have covered it, spin the narrative, Black Lives Matter. They would have said it was driven by racism. They'd have been saying that the whole way through. Racism, 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 racism. No. So what about now? This black guy has literally killed. Hold on one second. One more, I'm sorry. A black guy has killed a cop. And I don't see no mainstream media covering this at all. But the Chicago News covered it, so it's somewhat of it's something, I guess. But come on, man. That's insane to me. And if you wonder why our black communities are over-policed, we wonder why that's happening. Because of ish like this that keep happening left and right in our communities, man. It's to the point that the crime rate overall is like an all-time high. And it's super, 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 super unsafe now. It's to the point that it's even unsafe for the cops. So, a lot of times, people do not give cops their just due for protecting our communities. They don't do it because I understand they don't do it because of a few bad apples. I understand that. Let's talk about this guy, Xavier Tate, who murdered a cop. He shot the cop in front of his own home while the cop was sitting inside his car. Now, some reports said he shot him around 20 times. I don't know if he shot him 20 times or if he shot him once. But it's a heinous and gruesome attack. The reports are also saying that the guy, the young black man, stole the police officer's car, his gun, and his badge. This is sick. This like Grand Theft Auto in real life. This is sick. Then they found the guy. No, first they said that I think his cousin helped him out. His cousin was, I guess, caught on surveillance camera, like tried to get rid of the murder weapon, the police officer's gun. Well, it wasn't a murder weapon, but he tried to get rid of the police gun because he stole the police gun also. But now they got him in custody. But I don't hear the narrative. The narrative is that cops are killing more blacks than whites, which is a false narrative. No one ever brings about how many black people are killing cops. No one brings that up because it don't fit their narrative. And I'm here to say we got to do better on both sides. We got to do better policing, and we got to do better of how we interact with the police. A lot of podcasts and a lot of leftist wing media, they always make the victim, the thug victim, or the perpetrator, whatever you want to call this person, the asshole. They make this person the hero, the victim, and the martyr. We got to stop that. He was off duty. We got to stop that. For real. We got to stop that. If a police officer kills a black man unjust, let us put the energy on those cases and bring it to the forefront to get justice. Stop pushing these thug cases to the forefront that these guys was done wrong. That's bullshit. What's going on?
Hey, I'm just laying down listening. Was he on duty or off duty? Like, I ain't hear about this story, honestly. I'm gonna go ahead and look it up.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I don't know if this audio turned on. Hold on a second. One moment. Don't hang up. I don't know what the hell just happened with my audio on this thing right here. I don't know what the hell just happened. Let me see something real fast. Let me turn this on. And then maybe I could connect it again. Because this thing it was on. And when you got on, it turned right off. I don't know what just happened to my thing. I don't know. You was paired perfectly. And then they just turned you off. As a matter of fact, let me finish this thing right here, this episode, and I'm going to blend it together. Hold on one moment. Let me end this call real quick and come back on.
Okay.
Yeah. The thing that I don't understand. Sorry about that. I had a caller coming in. For some reason, my thing's acting up right now. Like it's acting real stupid for some reason. But yeah, I don't understand why these types of situations don't get mainstream coverage. Like I honestly don't understand why it don't happen. I don't get it. I'm telling you, had that been a black cop, all white cop, killing a black man, even if the black man was the one that led to his own demise, the narrative would have still been spent as racist police officer or Uncle Tom police officer killed a black man. The mother would have went online and said, "My baby ain't do nothing to nobody. My baby innocent. He was just going outside for some cornbread. He was doing this. He was just doing that." Knowing your son is a degenerate. You know this. We gotta fix our boys, man. We gotta fix our boys. We gotta fix them, man. We gotta fix them. How much you want to bet the mainstream BLM? None of these people will bring this shit up. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Go ahead. What's going on?
Okay. No, I was asking you on the comments, was the cop like off duty or on duty? He was at his house, like, because I didn't hear about this story. I'm actually looking up.
He was how the story for how it's being reported. He was off duty officer, and he was in front of his house, parked inside of his car, but still in uniform.
Oh, okay.
Like even if the guy wasn't in uniform, who are you? Why would you go to somebody and kill them and take their car? Like, that's wild to me. And then we wonder why police officers are needed in our neighborhood the way that is needed. Because let's say the officer wasn't there and it was another person in the car, another black guy. It's a very high chance this still would have happened to another black guy in that same position, or somebody else would have got killed in a similar situation.
Right.
So how do you feel about the black guy murdering the cop and taking his vehicle, his gun, and his badge? What's your thoughts on that?
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like you said, it sounds like Grand Theft Auto. That's like really surreal. Like, that's crazy. Like, he probably lacked, the boy, not making excuses, but probably lacked his father being around. I was just talking to my son, like, like when I feel like, I could be wrong, but I feel like when a woman raised a man, he more so, a man will lean towards answering things emotionally versus logically, like versus a dad raising a son, like, it's more logic to it than him just responding in emotion. So I don't know. I have to really read into this. Like, I jumped on your live because I wanted to listen. Like, I've seen Chicago, but I know Chicago got a lot of murders though. But I'm looking at the story on the other phone, and this is insane.
It's
like
wild.
It just seems like shit is just getting excuse me. It just seems like shit is just getting worse and worse and worse. Like, as the days go by.
But like I said, the story goes as follows. It says Xavier Tate murdered a cop in Chicago while the officer was off duty in his car.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got the details off from on the report, right? Said the guy stole the cop's gun, his badge, and the car. So, it's being reported this way, but they since recovered the gun and in the car. But they end up catching the guy. They end up catching him. I think he was hiding in a relative house or apartment. He was hiding somewhere. But his cousin tried to get rid of the cop's weapon.
Right.
That's what's being reported right now. 100%. And we have this focus that cops are evil. We don't know why they're in our community. We don't need cops. Fuck the cops. People say, fuck the cop, we don't need cops. But the minute you go through some trauma shit, or you get your head bust, or you get robbed, or you get raped, you call the very same cops who you said you didn't want in the first place.
Right.
That killer was 22 years old. His life is gone. Gone.
Basically.
22 years old, life gone. And here the thing that people have to understand, and I say this shit over and over. The real sellout ain't me, ain't Candace Owens, It ain't Brandon Tatum. It ain't Larry Elder. It ain't Tommy Sotomayor. It ain't these people who try to tell black people what our issues is and how to fix it. The real sellout is the black people who game the younger generation to repeat degenerate behavior, knowing it's going to put them either dead or in jail. You know this, and you still perpetuate this this gangster type image on to brainwash them. That's the sellout. Because what you should be doing, y'all did 10 years in jail, man. Y'all was a tough one in the 90s. What? 2004? Sorry for 2004? Like, I'm tough, nigga. I was doing all this shit. But you ain't gonna tell that boy you was in jail jerking off this whole time. You're not gonna tell him that part, though, right? You ain't gonna tell him that you was crying in your cell. You ain't gonna tell him that a nigga beat you up and took your fucking fruit cocktail. You ain't gonna tell him that part. You ain't gonna tell him that the CO made you spread your ass on every visit. You ain't gonna tell none of these young guys their stories. Tell them the truth. Tell them you was in the cell crying and your girl stopped writing you. Tell them that story, that you missed your daughter. When you went to jail, your daughter was 2. You came home, your daughter is a teenager. She about to finish high school, that you wasn't even there for father-daughter dance. You wasn't there. Tell them those stories. Man, listen, man. Last word. You could last word.
No. I'm just listening. I'm just still in shock, and I'm gonna take time to actually read the article, but I don't really know what to say. I'll be honest. Like,
it's bad out here, man.
It's just getting worse and worse and worse. Like, I'm be honest. Like, I know I should be more like alert on certain things and news and things, but I just stay away from it because I normally have like nightmares and stuff like that. Cause it just be a lot to just take on and just listen to and stuff. Like,
All right, so I'm gonna call it in. Thank you for calling in.
All
right, no doubt. Let me try to see if I could get him in here. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can get my boy in here for like 5 minutes, man.
Perfect. Bye, babe.
Yo.
Yo, you hear me?
I can hear you. What's good, brother? What's good? What's popping?
Yo, what up, bro? Yeah, my bad. I'm just getting changed real quick.
You good? Because it was on audio anyway. So you give me your 5 minutes. Go ahead. Floor is yours.
You can't see me, right? Can you see me on here?
No, I can't see you.
All right. Yo, no. Which political party? Which political party supports police, and which political party wants to defund police?
The Republicans is for the police, and the Democrats is for the defund the police.
So you can see this kind of sentiment, like, you get to see these agendas that are kind of pushed, and there's definitely, you agree that they've been ramping up the kind of, anti-comp rhetoric, especially in the past 5 years?
Hell yeah. It's to the point that it's sickening. Like, it's the new thing that cops are all evil. But if a cop view black people as thugs, they say, don't view all of us as thugs, that's racist. But then you turn around and view all cops as evil for doing their jobs. But you're right. It is a up attack on police nowadays. Go ahead, bro.
So there's like there's a lot of these terms used, and you're going to see this a lot if you, like, let's say you rewatch a lot of the BLM protests. You're going to see this term used. It's called ACAB. You know what ACAB stands for?
No.
So it's a big term. It's like a huge term. It's called all cops are bastards. It comes from Marxism. You know what I mean? It comes from communism. And if you watch like the BLM riots, you'll see that spray painted everywhere. You'll see it on people's shirts. And it's a general sentiment on the left because of the things that, Marxism is based on. that right now cops are they are the force. They are the force used to keep what they consider a fascist regime in place. So they believe on the left, in general, that all cops, every single cop is bad. So just to put that out there, on the left, they believe that every single cop is bad because they are a branch of like the force used to keep a fascist regime like in power. So just to put it out there, like with the way that me and you are looking at it, where we're like, hey man, some cops are good, some cops are bad. You know what I mean? That's not how the left looks at it at all. They believe that all cops are bad. Every single one of them. Yep, the guy that's lived in the same neighborhood, that polices the neighborhood, that plays basketball with the kids, and you know what I mean, and lets people off, and you know what I mean, and puts the same dude in the drunk tank, twice a month, and still doesn't like that. That cop they're all the same. Every cop, the same cop that sacrificed his life for people. They're all bastards. That's what the left believes.
So let me ask you a question. So the left, who are saying that all cops are bad, what do you think they would say if cops said all black people was bad? What would that same leftist agenda or people from the left would say?
That would be it. Yeah, I think that would be you would consider that like full blown racism, and I think that again these things, like there's certain things that are, man, that's a great question, Dance. Like for real, that's a really good one. I would just say that. Let me see. There you go. All right, you see me now. Yeah, I would say that. I would say they would say that was racist, and but again, you like that's the point. That's the point that we're talking about. Cops are in an area right now where the agenda is telling you to hate them all. You can hate them all, and they do the same thing with white people. They do the same thing with conservatives. You know what I mean? Anybody, anything. They do this with any part of the agenda, bro. And that's the scariest part. But the point is the idea that all cops are bad is just a weird thing, because what do people believe would happen if cops weren't around? Like right now, if we got rid of cops, what do you think would happen? Do you think the inner city Chicago would police itself? Do you think the inner city Chicago, the residents of inner city Chicago are going to police themselves? Do you think that's going to happen?
First, what will end up happening is you're going to have Death Wish, Charles Bronson Death Wish. You're going to have Death Wish times 5, plus The Purge, plus the beginning of Double Dragon when he punched the girl in the stomach and throw him on the shoulder.
Yep.
That's how it's going to start off. Shoulder. Then
and then
Death Wish,
off,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Purge, extinction, basically. You need order, bro.
I think that, again, everybody's looking for somebody to hate on, but when it comes down to it is, I think that the truth really does scare people, and the idea that somebody ran up and carjacked a cop like it's fucking GTA, kill the cop, steal the car, if that does not show you that there's some type of actual cultural decay going on, then you're blind. And then if you admit that there's cultural decay going on, then which side of the cultural decay are you on?
So the question I want to ask for you,
which side?
My bad, go ahead. Finish your point, my bad.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, which side? Like, that's the whole point. Is this real? Is this a real thing that happened? Why? Holy shit. Things like this didn't happen in the past. It wasn't really a thing of, I can hear about people carjacking cops and smoking them. I just never heard of this.
So it reminds me of RoboCop. What was it called? OCP? Forgive me, I got it wrong. I think OCP.
RoboCop was a shit.
Yeah, when the people in Detroit, in that area, was over there, like just, it was a crime-riddled city, literally. They were just killing cops left and right, and it was normal. They were just killing. I mean, this is insane. Now, it's insane for.
Yo, you keep cutting out. Bro.
I'm cutting out. I don't know why. I hear you clear, but I know why.
Okay.
How about now? It's better now? It's better now?
I can hear you. Hold on. Yeah, it's better.
All right. So the thing is, it's already crazy enough that there's a bunch of people killing people. It's already crazy enough. But to kill the protector and deem the protector, we live in a society now that the person is good is somehow bad, and the person that's bad is somehow good.
That's what they say the end times is, bro. That's what they say the end times is, bro. They say when good is bad, bad is good. And we're seeing a lot of that right now. But I mean, this stuff has happened.
Woman is man, man is woman.
Man is woman.
Babies don't exist anymore. It's babies now. It's the most weirdest time of all times, I would say right now.
Who's going to, but the thing is who is going to be in the comment sections and who's going to be like, good, they smoked 12. Like, who is, you understand what I'm saying?
That's happening right now. That's literally happening right now. And that's
what I'm saying, bro. All
right, the question I got to ask for you. For the people who are saying it's good that the cops got murdered because a black man did it, and they're happy saying that the white man, well, guy wasn't even white, matter of fact. I think he was some type of Spanish, but he wasn't even white. But let's just say, because the other day, the same week, 4 white cops got killed by a black man, right?
I know. Yeah.
So,
shoot up.
Yeah. So let's just go with this current case with the Xavier Tate, the black guy, killing an officer. For the people who are saying it's good for the officers to die and they're pigs in the blanket and it's good for them, what do you think is going through their mind to even write that type of stupid comment?
I mean, it's hard for me to, I would say my judgment of that type of person, I can't go into that kind of mind frame because it's just like outside of myself, but I can make a judgment on that person.
Go ahead.
And I would say that they're so uncivilized and they're so uncivilized and immoral that they'll put their group identity, first of all, over like being that's more important than murder. You go and try to say like, you know what, if a black person did it, it's okay, but murder's bad. Murder's bad in general, but it's okay. You understand? And I would just say that, and that's due to the fact they've been lied to. And again, I would say these are immoral, evil people. I'm going to make an actual judgment on anybody that says, good job, you smoked 12, it's good. They are evil, immoral retards. I don't want to say, I don't want to get a ban. We only got 2, but these are people that, like, there's a clear cut line. What side are you on? I am not on that person's side. I am as far away from that person that we're describing, ideologically, community-wise, in my life, all of that. And guess what? Put them on live with me or Dance, and they'll get smoked. The idea is that if you believe that it's okay that somebody got murdered, but it's okay because your class or your race or your peoples did it, it doesn't change the fact that you're co-signing murder. And if it was flipped, you wouldn't co-sign it. If it was like, if I said the same thing about anything, everybody would be like, people would lose their mind. That's the whole idea. People are so comfortable in this leftist ideology and this leftist state that we're in, and this gynocentric world where feelings matter more than facts. It's completely hypocritical if you can walk around saying murder's okay, but on the other side say, why did he murder that guy? Why did that cop murder that black man? But it's okay if a black man murders a cop. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Bro.
What are we talking about? How hypocritical can you be?
Yo.
How hypocritical can you be that you'll burn down you'll rob and loot a store for Jordans in the name of Martyr Floyd, and at the same time say, fuck 12, good. It's murder. Murder's bad. As a man, you should never murder. Murdering is bad. Self-defense is one thing. Murder is bad. The idea of jumping into a cop's car to rob him and smoke him is just an evil act. And if you co-sign it, You could be an extension of that evil. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
You could be an extension of that evil. And again,
Like
we need to start judging people as being, are you good or are you bad?
But this is my point. Being that me as a black man is trying to wake up my black people to show us that we are leading to our own demise and we are the people that's literally causing our own chaos in our community. But yet, you want the white cop not to come and police the area, then stop doing what you're doing. Like literally. Or promote and encourage more black people to become police because y'all say that the white cops don't understand us, the black people do, but when the black man try to become a cop, you shame him for it. You shame the black cop who understand you. He's shamed for becoming a cop. He's called Uncle Tom, Coon, Sellout, 12, the Op. All these names he's named. But you literally said, put cops in our area who understand us. But then you literally give the black cop your ass to kiss the moment he becomes that.
Yo, bro, the idea that put a cop in, guess what? That cop that they put in your area that understands you, if he understands you, he's going to arrest you more because you commit crime. What the fuck are we talking about? Put a cop over here that understands us. He's going to understand every trap house. He's going to understand every nickname, and everybody's going to jail because everybody's committing crime.
Easy.
No, time out. Time out, bro. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yo, bro, that was a good one. I never heard nobody say that before, but it's 1,000% true. The person who understands you will understand all your coding. He will understand.
Yeah, what are you talking about? They're still cops. They're still going to arrest you for committing crimes. It doesn't matter if they understand you or not. They understand that that's a crime. They're still going to arrest you. They're not going to be like, oh shit, I understand you. Guess what? I'm letting you go for selling crack. I just seen you selling crack. I understand you. I'm gonna let you go. That's not what's happening. Put those cops that understand you in the hood. It's not going to change anything. It might make more people get arrested. It doesn't matter. The crimes are the actual issue. What the fuck are we talking about? You want cops to come through and co-sign? Like he's my bro. He ain't gonna tell on me. Like what the fuck are you asking for? That's crazy.
Hold on. This sound right here, you can't hear this sound, but I'm play the sound for you. Hold on. Yo, Joby came in. Remember Tyson Punch-Out? Soda Popinski? He came in like that guy. He came in with the uppercuts. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, that was a good one, bro. That was funny, but that was a good one, bro.
It doesn't make sense, man. It's all to get away from accountability, bro. It's all to get away from accountability. It's the same thing as it's the same people that be like, we don't need cops. We need social workers. These are a lot of, it's like, what are you talking about? You're trying to get people killed when they're defunding cops. They're trying to get people to police their own community. How is that going to help? How is the 45-year-old unk from down the street that got 3 guns is going to go stop the young bulls from selling crack?
Watch this.
That's not going to work.
Watch
this is not the equalizer, bro.
Watch this.
It's not the equalizer.
Before I go, because I'm about to wrap this up within 3 minutes, but before I go, you're right. People keep saying defund the police, defund the police, defund the police. And I always ask them, have you ever looked at the Mexican police or Jamaican police or all these other country polices or third world country police, I should say? Half of them don't even have any bullets in their gun. They literally just have a gun with just for optics. It's to scare people. There's no bullets in those guns. That's why the thugs don't get out of here. They understand they don't got no bullets in their guns, right? It's just empty guns. So just imagine in America, cops with 8 shots in a gun only. That's it. No handcuffs, just that. Or some cops with no gun. Just that.
Bro.
Try to talk to you like a social worker. Yo, what medication you on? Yo, was your mother in your life? Nigga, this dude still got a gun. Like what? Blam, blam, blam. He not trying to hear you. Yo, what's your father at home? If you need help, these thugs are still gonna do what they're gonna do. social workers in
Yeah,
that spot, it makes no sense, bro. It sounds so dumb. Yo, hold
the
on.
social
It
workers
sound dumb on paper, and it's even more dumb in reality.
yeah.
Go ahead. Last word, bro.
And last word is, everybody, if you want to complain about cops in America, take your ass somewhere else where cops will put fucking hands on you and they don't get in trouble. How about that? Like every other country, go to another country. Go to Russia. Go to Russia and say fuck 12 and see what the fuck happens, dog. They will put a bag over your head and beat you until it's just like mushy inside.
There's people
you
going
don't
to
get it,
jail.
bro.
There's people going to jail in Russia for 20 years for e-pills. I said, yeah, 2 e-pills in jail for 20 years for 2 e-pills? God damn. So mind you,
That's what I'm saying, dog.
they don't understand that, bro. They're going to jail
people
for...
don't get it.
Anywho, bro. Thanks for calling
Again,
in, brother.
It's always somebody else's problem. It's always somebody else's problem. R.I.P. to the cop. Let's pray for his family and let's keep pushing back on the degeneracy. So this kind of stuff can at least we stop it, Dan? No, we cannot stop this, right? But what we can do is we can put a highlight on it and we can say this is evil, or this is good, or it's evil, and that shit is evil, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for calling in, brother. I appreciate you, bro.
Oh yeah.
That's my man Joey, man. Yo, man. With that being said, man, shout out to for my supporters out there who follow my YouTube channel. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. You help keep me going. And RIP to the officers who lost their lives in the past few days behind these 2 guys who killed these people. But in this case, it's one guy who killed the one officer. So I want to give a blessing and my condolences to the officer family for losing a loved one. And yeah, man, we gotta do better, man. With that being said, later.